I have sewn a lot of costumes in my life. Would you like to see some? My name is Sarah Nilsson, the singing costumer. Welcome to So Many Costumes. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. How old were you when you first heard those words? I don't remember my first viewing of the classic Disney film. Peter Pan has never been my favorite Disney movie. And don't even get me started on the terrible non-Disney stage musical. But I do remember my first time going on Disneyland's Peter Pan's Flight attraction and seeing Peter Pan himself wandering around outside. It was, if you'll forgive the overused cliche, a truly magical moment. It has since been somewhat of a tradition for me to begin every trip this way. In the thrift store, I found what I assume was a costume for a Jane Austen play. It was clearly handmade with care and precision. The condition was almost perfect, except for this aged yellow lace on the collar. It was a very lucky find. It had a high collar. The sleeves had poofy upper sleeves with tight long sleeve attached to that, and it fit me perfectly. It seemed like it was meant to be. I fell in love with the tiny flowers embroidered all over the fabric. When I first saw it, I immediately saw the potential in it for a Wendy cosplay. First, I cut off the long sleeves, leaving only the poofy upper sleeves. The edges were bound with bias tape and decorated with some white dainty lace from my stash. I should have tried it on before doing all the hand sewing, since it's a bit too snug, but this is not a deal breaker. Next, I moved on to the neckline. I trimmed the neckline down to be much lower and more rounded, like Wendy's dress. That nasty yellow lace went straight into the trash. Sadly, some things can't be salvaged. Again, like the sleeves, I bound the raw edges of the neckline with bias tape. I hand-stitched some double-faced satin ribbon from Hobby Lobby all around the bust as Wendy has on her dress. For the finishing touches, I made bows for the waist, the sleeves, and the hair bow. Wendy's costume is clearly a nightgown, as the children are actually in bed when they see Peter Pan for the first time. But my version is more of an evening gown, and probably best fits a time period 70 years or so before that story is actually set, hence my Jane Austen comment earlier. So this is more of a fancy dress version of Wendy's gown, which I like even more. In the end, I'm very pleased with this cosplay. It only took a few evenings to transform this Pride and Prejudice thrift store find into a Disney cosplay. Keep your eyes and mind open when you go shopping. You'll never know what treasures you might find. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're of the mind to do so. Wishing you creativity and a dash of pixie dust. Bye for now.